He is the anchor of Fusions America with Jorge Ramos, who's recently removed from a Donald Trump. You're right, everything's about Donald Trump press conference. Jorge Ramos is over here. Jorge, how are you, sir? Great to see you again in person.
Hello, everyone.
You know, Jorge, look at this.
Hello.
Join our sausage party. And yes, it is too bad that it's always about Donald Trump. But, I mean, this guy published your cell phone number. You must have some bitterness about him.
Well, I take him very seriously, very, very seriously. I think his ideas are very dangerous to our democracy,
Right.
to the freedom of the press, and to minorities. What happened is that after he said that some Mexican immigrants were criminals and rapists, and we know all the studies suggest that immigrants have a lower crime rate than those born here in the United States. So what he's saying is not only wrong, it's false. Obviously, I wanted just to get an interview with him, as everybody else. So he gave interviews to most networks. And I wrote, that was a mistake, I wrote him a handwritten note with my cell phone, and I expected him just to answer. Well, he published my cell phone.
No shame.
So,
and he did with Lindsey Graham, too.
well, so the lesson is never, ever, ever give your cell phone number to Donald Trump. So after a few weeks, I needed to ask him some questions. How is he going to deport 11 million? How is he going to build a 1,900-mile wall between Mexico and the United States? And why is he going to deny citizenship to children born here who are U.S. citizens just as he is? So we saw that he was going to give a press conference in Dubuque, Iowa. Not a lot of people go to Dubuque, Iowa. And then I went 2 hours before, I sat down, and then I waited. And then, on the record, I waited for my turn. 2 reporters asked questions. Then I said, I have a question on immigration. Nobody said anything. He didn't object. And then when I started expressing the premise of my question, which is that his immigration proposal is full of empty promises, he didn't like the question. And instead of allowing me to continue, he called a bodyguard and pushed me out of the press conference. So the other lesson is you cannot really ask a question with a bodyguard in front of you.
Right. And you also pointed out that most illegals come here by plane.
And we don't call them illegals. There's...
sorry.
No.
Transgender.
Well, no human being is illegal. No human being is
always
illegal.
saying the wrong thing.
No, but I think words matter.
Okay.
Very important.
All right.
Words matter.
Well, I mean, some people are illegal.
Well, no.
Why is that a bad word? If
well,
you're
because I think it's a double standard. You don't call illegals the companies, thousands of companies who hire them, and you don't call illegals the millions of Americans, including all of you and all of us,
you're right.
who benefit from their work. So it's a double standard.
Right, that is. All right, we should call them all illegals.
But we should call them simply what they are.
I agree with that.
And also with anchor babies.
And by the way,
there's a better word for that, which is U.S. citizens.
Right, okay.